there was one thing about this chart that I don't believe is the right thing, and it's mainly the size of wave 4 compared to the size of wave 2 of the same degree. Okay, we're talking about this degree in parentheses. Okay, this is the 1, the 2. This would be the 3, and this large price move would be the 4. Notice how these 4 would be completely and absolutely unrelated to these 2. So the likelihood that this is correct is almost non-existent. Obviously, we're not talking about a rule, we're talking about a guideline, yet it's such an important guideline, the guideline of the right look. And it's so important that we can pretty much, based on that guideline, say, these labels should be incorrect. So you can see he did 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, then 4 and 5. Is there anything wrong with that count? Well, really, no, nothing. Nothing is wrong with that count. It doesn't break any rule. It doesn't even break any logic to it. But it breaks that guideline that makes it almost impossible. Well, in this case, for whatever reason, I don't have it labeled, but it doesn't matter. Because what we should do here is, how do we resolve this problem? It's a serious problem to have, because if the labels here are correct as they appear to be, then how do we explain this move? So the only way that this move is belongs to a complete different cycle is that either 5 waves are completed here, or that this is an A, B, and a C, and this is 1 down, 2, and etc. So let's see, what do we do in these cases? You see, the problem that we have here is that these are not very easy things to label. And the reason is because you can see all these bars going up and down, not in a, let's say, not in a continuous direction. So how do we resolve a problem such as this? Okay, so in situations like this, surely we can say this is a 1, or this is a 1 and 2, and so forth and so on. But then what do we do with these small little wiggles that we have here? So what I suggest you do to resolve, actually, I should rephrase that, because it's really not to resolve this. It's more as a, well, I would almost dare to say as a trick, because it's not really a real solution. So when we have these situations where the bars are like that, overlapping each other, yeah, and then we don't have a complete clean way, like let's say this one and then this one and then this one. No, they are all, kind of crawling up. So one thing that we could do is to add a moving average. And I would say you just add a simple moving average and make it a very small period, okay, like a 5, and then base your observation on that moving average. The reason, let me make it bigger. The reason is because moving averages typically, when they are a very small period, they typically get very, very close to the price. Okay, so let's make it black. Maybe bigger. Okay, let's make it like that, so it can easily be seen. So when you see this, what do we see? Forget about the price. I don't want to go through the trouble of making it transparent so we see the moving average. Just forget about the price for a moment. Forget all about the bars, and then go back to that idea of going to the helicopter view. And what do we have? We have up, down, and up. You can see that this down here is very, very similar to this down here. So we can have 2 downs and 3 ups. Well, that would easily be labeled then as this would be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And that would be the simplest, easiest way to kind of resolve this issue. And you can see here, remember how we have these two counts, okay, where we are looking at the possibility that the 1 ended here or that the 1 ended here. Well, with this, with this little, I would say, trick, you can see how this tells us 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this little moving average argues that the second count, So this is the second count that we had. And this count, you can see, goes better with the moving average. So you can say that the usefulness of this little trick when we have such a situation as the one we're having to count this. And so notice that the one will be here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we can go back to the chart of Alex, and then we can see where he went wrong because he put the 1 here, which makes sense also. I mean, when the bars are like that, really, it's very difficult to say is correct or incorrect. So we have to use other means to interpret it. We have to understand, guys, that the Elliott wave principle is really not an exact science that, we can say 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, and that's it. No, it's just a way to help us navigate markets in ways that no other technique in technical analysis allows us to do. So with that comes certain limitations. For instance, in this case, well, I shouldn't say in this case. I should say in several cases, we have the situation where the counts are not absolutely clean, clear, and visible. Then we have to either not trade that market, obviously, as we probably didn't do while this was developing. I actually don't remember what we were doing here, but I did think, and I remember expressing my let's say my thought that this did not look impulsive because it had all those overlaps. This shows you a market that is struggling to continue moving higher. But for instance, this one here, you can see how it's becoming smaller, 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 right? So probably this was some sort of diagonal happening here. So this would have been the 3 of 1, 4 of 1, and 5th of 1. So this probably would be the ABC of 2. And then this would be the 3, the 4, and the 5th. Okay, so am I right there? Not sure. But the important thing is that you learn how to resolve the problem. And the problem is easily resolved with this little trick. Now, having said that, guys, everything that I tell you, all the tools that I give you, are not absolute, So don't go for always put a 5th moving average there to make your counts for you. That's really not what I'm telling you. Okay, what I'm trying to teach you now is how do we deal in a situation where the market doesn't have a clean count and doesn't make sense to have this count, doesn't make sense because this cannot be a 4. So the only way to have this is that the top is here, either of a C from an A, B, and a C, or either of a 5th from a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we have that, now we have to, let's look for what the solution is. And now we have a solution. We have a way to resolve it. Okay. But I don't want you to put all your charts with a big 5-period moving average there, because that's not what we do. And you remember, we try to avoid adding moving averages and lines and whatever that can obscure the real meaning and the real way that the market is moving. Okay, we do use the moving averages, of course, but we take them away. You can see that I have taught you a lot of moving average stuff, but I put them on and take them out. I put them to analyze, to check what's happening, and take them away. Okay, now let's look at the other part of this chart, which is the part that we care more, is what is happening right now, right? And as I said, we have here 2 counts. I believe that the better count will be with the 5th year. If only, not just because we had that, let's bring back this one. I took the moving average. Not just because we have the moving average showing the 5, but it's also because if we check this carefully now, we would see that this bar here, when 5 ticks higher than this one, okay, they look like they are at the same level, but they are not. Okay, so if you look up here, the high of this bar was 41.75, if I'm reading correctly, and the one of this one is 41.80. So 5 points higher here, and yet that's enough to eliminate this count. Okay, so either we ended here, now we have an A, B, C that ended there, or better yet, the one or the count that is the better count, the one that we have in the other chart, is the one that is correct. Another thing that we have to discuss here is that maybe this is the 2, right? Or the B, that remain. We have to be open to that possibility that it could be a 2 or a B. We don't want to be that arrogant as to say, no, it has to be a 1 or a 2. Could be an A also. And so this one here would be a 1 or an A. Okay, either way, we would be expecting now prices to continue moving lower.